Scene 1. My country. LAKSHMAN is staged down center in the front yard.
SAVITRI,
RUKMAN,
and ROSHNI
are standing in the bedroom center stage right.
My country didn't fight for me. The trees did not bow down in protest, nor did the winds howl in revolt when we left. We thought we'd be staying nearby. We thought we'd be staying close to home. But the soil did not chase me into the sea when the ship left the shore.
We all did not know any better.
My country didn't love me. It wouldn't let me move. It wouldn't let me breathe. I grew from a pit of mud, and that's where I, and all with my name, were expected to stay.
My country couldn't love me, at least not the way I wanted it to. We lived in a city of gold, but
there was no gold to be found.
Not in the leaves of mango trees.
not in the muds of our floors of our homes.
Not in the stars that look down at the village at night.
My country couldn't love me.
Coolie woman,
Wife,
daughter,
Student,
scholar.
runaway, things it couldn't give me.
I believe it wanted to love me back.
It loved me back in the ways that it could.
every sunrise and sunset.
Every night that smelled of jasmine flowers and kerosene and burning kocha root.
Every rainstorm and ocean wave.
Every tree in the mountains and curve in its rivers.
These things loved us all very much.
And still do.
And always will.
These things will remember us after we're long forgotten. Scene 2, Saturday morning in 1978. It is Saturday morning around 7 a.m. in El Dorado. Simultaneously,
Ramesh walks outside and stands in the front yard while
LAKSHMAN walks around the front yard with an empty laundry basket. They meet each other down center stage. Why are you watching me so?
Morning.
Morning.
What you cook?
I just hang up washed. I haven't cooked yet.
Ramesh sucks his teeth in dismay.
Why are you waking so early?
I couldn't sleep anymore.
What time you reach home last night?
I ain't know. Why you always mind me so?
What do you want to eat?
Anything. I want to eat out here today.
In the yard?
Yeah. It's my own, ain't it?
LAKSHMAN mumbles something under her breath about his dotishness and goes into the house.
Ramesh goes over to his tape player and puts in a tape. Hanuf Muhammad's cover of Hari Ho Ram Malang Ho plays. Ramesh sits in a hammock made from a burlap rice sack in the yard. He sings along a letter.
enter SAVITRI carrying water. Morning, Pa. She goes over to her father and gives him a kiss on the cheek.
Morning.
She puts the water down somewhere in the front yard. There is a mat on the ground somewhere nearby the hammock. SAVITRI sits. They listen to the music together, silently for a bit. You're waking early.
I can't wake up when I want.
Yes, Pa.
LAKSHMAN brings out a tray with his breakfast on it. It's roti and fried aloo and an enamel cup with some tea.
He sits up and takes the tray. He sits on the ground on a mat under his hammock and begins to eat.
You bring the water?
Yes, Mommy, it's
Them gals waking yet?
No.
Well, go wake them now. I need them to go to the market for me before everything sell out.
Why didn't you tell me? I could have went when I was out.
Why should you do everything in the mornings? They're getting older now. They need to start doing more things in the house. LAKSHMAN
And SAVITRI
retreat into the house.
Morning.
Morning, morning. I bring a hops bread for all of you. It's fresh in the market today.
LAKSHMAN comes out with a metal cup of tea. I thought I heard your voice.
Hi, Auntie.
Watch, she brings you all a hop spread.
They were fresh in the market this morning when I was passing.
LAKSHMAN takes the bread from him. Thanks. How are your parents doing?
They're good, man, me and thing.
You looking for a girl for you yet?
Yeah.
You like any of them in the village?
Yeah, I like one.
Well, she real lucky, yes.
Enter SAVITRI. Ma, I can't find it.
Look who come and bring a hop spread for we.
I love.
Morning, Savitri.
Well, I go on me walk.
Alright. Them gals ain't up yet? LAKSHMAN goes into the house to wake up her other daughters.
Ramesh walks into the audience on his walk.
LAAL.
And SAVITRI are left
I left
alone.
alone. How was school?
Good.
You like it?
Yeah, I really like school.
I really like you know.
Maybe if you studied your books as much as you study gals, you like school as much.
I'm not studying gals, I just studying you.
Ma's right there.
I don't care.
Lol.
I don't know why you want to be keeping secrets and things. We should just marry already and...
I want to keep going to school. If they found out, they'd make me stop going and...
Why you like learning and things so much, eh? Why you need to know all them things for if you're just gonna get married and be minding a husband and children anyway?
I like knowing things. I'm pretty sure I know more than you.
You know more than me.
That's what I say.
More about what than me?
Maths and English and history and...
I know all that. What's the point in you knowing all that? What will all that do for you?
I know the world is more than getting water in the morning and washing wares and clothes and cooking whole day and...
So what? You don't like me again then? You just want to go study whole day and thing?
I didn't say that.
And that's enough for you again? You need books to be happy?
Why can't I have both?
Both.
Books and you. Why can't we get married and I keep going to school?
Because who will keep the house? Who will take care of we children when we have children and mom and pa when they get old? There won't be time. You still like me?
I never stop with your real strip.
At that instant, RUKMAN and
Roshni
come running out of the house. RUKMAN is chasing Roshni.
Roshni is running with one shoe in hand and one on her foot.
RUKMAN tackles her to the ground and gets the shoe and wrestles with her, eventually getting the other off her foot. Take my shoe again and watch what can happen, gal.
I'm telling mommy.
Go now. Tell she get licks because you thieved my shoes for school and we're dirtying them.
What's wrong with all you?
Like the gal don't have nothing. RUKMAN shrugs her teeth.
Roshni sits on the ground, pouting and close to tears.
Lal goes over to her and sits with her. You give both up.
Roshni sadly nods.
Watch, I bring something for you. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a ripe Julie mango.
Roshni's eyes glitter as she takes it from him and runs off.
Leave the gal now.
I need to keep my shoes and clothes good for school.
Why are you so young and so serious, eh?
I serious her wanting my things good for school?
You don't play with she. You don't help she with she mass and thing.
It's not my fault the gal is strip it. And I don't need to when you just come by me every day and help she anyway.
You was crazy gal. Watch, I leave him from here.
No one's stopping you.
I'll bring a hob's bread for you. Go ask your mommy for some now.
RUKMAN walks into the house, muttering about his dotishness under her breath.
She does just wake up like that?
Most days.
She like an old tanty already.
They laugh.
You still like me?
I guess.
You guess? Lal takes a playful step towards her.
I do.
You still won't marry me soon though.
No.
Yeah?
I'm not worth the wait?
I just want you now.
Soon.
How soon?
I don't know, but soon.
You won't even come in line with me.
You know mommy wouldn't let me.
You won't even let me? He reaches out to touch her face.
She pulls away. You're in my father's house, you know.
What? What is wrong with...
Lal, we ain't even engaged.
I have to be engaged to you to kiss you. Yeah, we've been managing each other for 1 year already and...
I don't want you to touch me, it's not appropriate.
What kind of nonsense?
Go now or I'll scream.
Lal leaves the yard.
Scene 3, rock and roll. No one is in the front yard. Hanif Muhammad is playing. Roshni walks outside and rolls her eyes at the music. She retreats inside and goes to her room. She sneakily looks through RUKMAN's things and finds a cassette tape. She comes back outside and looks around to make sure no one is around. She takes the tape playing out and puts the one she has playing. She dances in the yard her own. She doesn't notice SAVITRI enter the yard.
SAVITRI watches her sister and laughs.
Roshni finally notices her and squeals in embarrassment. She runs to turn the tape off.
I didn't know you could dance, yeah?
No, I can't. I was just...
What was that you were listening to?
It was RUKMAN's tape. She got it in school.
RUKMAN does like American music?
She was playing it the other day when she was washing wares and I liked it, so I wanted to hear it again, but she won't play it for me. She's not home now, so I want to listen to it.
SAVITRI takes the tape from her and studies it.
RUKMAN comes home. Didn't I tell you all not to touch my stuff?
SAVITRI stoops.
RUKMAN snatches the tape from her.
She looks to Roshni, who is hiding behind SAVITRI.
Shut up, yeah, like you hiding treasure in your clothes or something? Where did you get that tape from?
A gal in school. She cousin in America sent it for she, but she didn't like it, so she give it to me.
I like it.
Who asked? Don't touch my things. For the last time.
That's your sister's gal. I don't know why you just treat you so.
She needs to learn some respect and discipline.
She just wants to be like you.
Well, she can't. RUKMAN retreats into the house with the tape.
Roshni looks sad.
I have a tape too, you want to hear it?
RUKMAN comes back outside and notices him. Before she can say anything,
SAVITRI pulls her in to dance with them.
she tries to break away from them and tell them LAAL is there, but she can't. After a beat of watching,
Lal joins them.
Roshni laughs.
But SAVITRI startles and screams embarrassed.
RUKMAN shuts off the tape.
She runs into the house, the song. What happened to she?
Shaman come and startle she.
How are you going?
We dead.
I frightened she.
Oh yeah?
I came to talk to she.
What do you have to talk to she about?
What happened? You jealous?
Jealous of what?
That someone like she and not you?
Please, boy.
Call she for me, please.
RUKMAN goes to walk away.
Why you don't like me? What I do to you anyways?
All you men are the same. I don't trust any of you.
But that's not true.
All right.
How you so young and have so many opinions?
How old do you think I is?
Shucks, like 12 or something?
I 15. As of April.
Gal, you was a child. How you just take everything so serious?
How old are you?
I was 23.
Why you don't take things more serious?
Now look here, gal. How I don't take things serious? I've been wanting to settle down with your sister and thing for a year already now, right? It's she who don't want to. So who is the one not taking things serious?
She just take things serious. Just because she's not taking you serious don't mean she don't.
Why even talking to you? Eh?
Savitri comes outside. She senses the tension.
He come to talk to you. RUKMAN retreats into the house, pissed off.
What do you say to she?
She my hot like pepper ain't.
What do you say to she, LAAL?
I not say nothing, but she a real thing to say to me.
What do you want?
You vex with me.
RUKMAN said you want to talk to me.
I asked, are you vex with me?
No.
Why you not talking to me then in the market and thing?
I haven't seen you in the market.
You're lying, gal, and you know it. Why you not talking to me?
I don't have anything to say to you these days.
Why?
I don't know, LAAL.
You don't love me again.
It's a rat.
Then what is it?
I don't want to get married yet, LAAL.
When then?
I don't know. Why don't you go and mind other girls if you're tired of waiting?
Maybe I will.
Go and find some girl that will marry you today. And kiss you up and sleep in the same...
Why you so difficult? Huh? Why? You don't like it when I kiss you. You won't come and spend a night by me. You get vexed with me. You won't talk to me for weeks and thing. Why we even minding each other? Huh?
I want to do all those things with you, LAAL. I do.
Then why don't you?
Because I'm afraid, okay?
You afraid me?
It's not funny.
I'm not laughing. Why you afraid me?
You say things that scare me sometimes, that's all.
Like what?
Like when you talk about what we'll do after we get married to me and what I have to do when we get married.
Why is all that scary?
It just is. I've never been anywhere but home. I'm mommy and...
You're too close to your parents, gal. One day they're gonna die and leave you, you know.
I know.
And who go look out for you again? I do love you, you know.
I know.
We've been minding each other for 1 year already. And I know you like being in school and thing, but eventually that will end. You'll have learned everything them teachers could teach you.
I know.
You're real smart and thing. That is something I've always found interesting in you. You're real bright.
Then why can't I keep going to school after we get married?
Because there would be no time. You wouldn't be a child again. You'd be my wife and have things to look after. You'd have to grow up, Savi.
I do love you.
You're not vexing me again.
No.
Nice. I can see it then. He steals a kiss.
She looks at him startled.
He grins stupidly.
She eventually blushes.
Scene 4. Someone saw Pa.
Savitri is sitting in the hammock.
RUKMAN and ROSHNI are sitting on the mat.
Savitri is sewing a button onto a dress.
RUKMAN is studying math.
And ROSHNI is eating a plum.
Why did you guys come home from school yesterday, RUKMAN?
RUKMAN doesn't answer.
I know you're here, Miguel. What happened?
She gave Amrita licks in the schoolyard.
Why?
I ain't do that.
Yes, you did. I heard Anjali telling Priya about it and they asked me why and I didn't even know about it until they tell me.
RUKMAN?
She looked for it.
Amrita's face all buff up now.
What happened when you went and
She was talking about Pa, okay?
talking now? Talking how?
She say Pa hoarding Mommy with the lady in the marketplace that is so sorrow.
That ain't true. It ain't true, you hear me?
I hearing ya.
Don't take on that in school. Them gal don't know nothing about we family.
She see he.
What?
Amrita says she see he in the marketplace with she.
And you believe she?
I ain't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Pa's been moving strange.
You're saying you believe she.
I not saying that.
You're saying you think Pa is seeing some star lady in your marketplace.
I don't know. But I saying that it made me real vexed, so I beat you bad.
Mommy said that Pa used to haunt you before they got married. If you don't know, you know.
You believe that?
Believe what?
Believe that he stopped.
That's what Mommy said.
She don't know nothing about anything.
What happened to you today, huh? Disrespecting everybody left and right.
Mommy is stuck in the past. She pretends everything is always fine when it isn't.
That she keep in face.
Well, things aren't all right again, right?
What are you even talking about?
What does hoarding mean?
Roshni, go in the house.
Oh, what?
I said go.
Roshni picks herself up and walks into the house, muttering under her breath as she goes.
You know something is going on with Pa these days.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Holly, ask Gal. You know something is wrong.
No, I don't.
Stop playing stupid like Mommy, okay? I know Amrita telling the truth.
How you know that?
She says she mother see Daddy in the market with the Sarah lady. And I heard Pamela and Anjani's mother talking about it when they come to pick them up from school.
That is just women gossiping. It don't mean...
How it don't mean anything? Other people bad talking we father and he tell me it doesn't mean...
It's not true.
But Daddy has been moving strange these days.
I haven't noticed.
Yes, you have. He been coming home late, Some nights he don't come home at all.
Mommy said he just go on drink and end up someplace and can't.
Yeah, he just end up someplace all right. And you know, Amrita said the sorrow lady husband come and quarrel with she in the marketplace this Sunday past.
Quarrel with she?
Yeah. She said she heard him yelling at she and saying, and he throw down all she sorrow.
Why?
He knows she been hurting he.
How does he know? That poor woman.
And Daddy come home the other day with his shirt all stained up red and ting.
When did that happen?
The other day, gal.
I don't remember that happening.
You're just like Mommy.
Scene 5. Savitri needs to get married.
Savitri sitting on a mat in the front yard reading.
Ramesh is swinging lazily in the hammock. Hanif Muhammad likely plays for the cassette player. So there ain't a boy you like in thing?
A boy?
A boy in school in the village.
Why you asking?
Girl, what do you think? You're getting older and thing? We'll have to find someone for you soon. Mommy and I won't be around forever, you know.
And can't stay in school?
Stay in school for what? I hear you've been hanging around LAAL.
Yeah.
You like he?
Yeah.
I don't trust he.
Why?
Why?
He just come by way all the time. And he nice to mommy and you and
I don't like what I does hear about he.
wait is here.
How he does mind the girls and things. I don't like it.
Which girls? Who tell you that?
Lakshman comes outside with a broom and starts to sweep the yard.
I just know what I know.
You know what you know about what?
About LAAL.
What you know about he?
Things. I don't like how he does move.
He's a good boy, Ramesh. I know him since I come Dorado.
He might have nothing to do with he. He does go out and mind gals and roads, and I don't want Savitri with someone like that.
Well, he young and ting now. Once he get married and settled, he will stop, just like you. He respects you and is good to we. And if he and Savitri want to go and get married, I don't see why you wouldn't want him to.
I'm telling all of you.
He wants to marry me. He's been asking me.
When? When he asked you that?
For a while now.
You see that? He wouldn't even come ask your father. He acts you trying to pressure you into.
He not pressuring me into nothing. I want to marry him.
You want to marry he.
Yes.
Why didn't you run away with he like he wanted to then?
He don't want that. I keep telling him no.
But if you want to, why you keep saying no?
Because I want to stay in school.
Why?
You're growing up now, Savitri. It's time to start thinking about these things.
Savitri quietly starts to cry.
You just sit home whole day and read and study. For what? I go and find someone for you myself. And that is that.
Savitri gets up and retreats into the house. She goes to her room and cries on her bed.
Why don't you let she be with the boy? He decent, he bright, you can take care of she.
I don't like how he moves, Lakshman.
You don't remember you used to be the same way?
It's not...
And my father knew all about that, and he let you marry me. You stopped, and we have...
I was there, I know, girl. I don't want to talk about it again.
Lakshman sweeps silently.
She's my daughter. I don't want she to end up like...
Like how? Like me?
How do you mean, like you? Like you said, I don't do them things again. And what else too? I don't beat you, I don't disrespect you, right? You does just sit up in this house a whole day and just mind them girls and keep the house and relax and things, right? So how you mean? I don't want Savi to end up like you? Ain't you have it easy? Ain't I the one going out and working whole day and making sure all you have...
Yes, Ramesh. You are.
The scene shifts to the bedroom where Savitri is.
Roshni is playing with a doll on the floor. RUKMAN comes into the bedroom from inside the house. What happened to you?
Pa said he don't like LAAL, and I was going to find someone else for me.
RUKMAN busies herself in the room looking for something. Oh yeah?
Yeah, can you believe it?
You should have just married him when he asked you, I guess.
But I don't...
Yeah, I know. We all know. LAAL is stupid anyway.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. And you know it. RUKMAN sits beside her sister. A very real silence hangs between them. If you didn't get married, what would you want to do with your life?
What?
I mean, if you could do anything with your life, right? What would you do?
I don't know.
Think about it. You could go anywhere.
Why are you asking me this?
Just think about it.
I wouldn't go anywhere. I'd stay home with you all.
Why?
Why would I leave you all? How could I?
There's a whole world out there, Savitri.
I don't need to see all that.
Stop acting like a child, gal. Gosh. I know where I'd go.
Where?
America.
America?
Yeah.
Why?
For the music and the food and to go to school and get a job and thing.
What kind of job?
I'd be a lawyer.
Why a lawyer?
Because I just really like to argue and thing.
The sisters laugh.
No, because it's interesting to me.
Why you want to go to America and do all that? They just have lawyers and thing here.
It's not the same.
How isn't it the same, girl? We just have...
And we just have poverty and murder and floods and
America does have all them things too.
it's not the same. I want to go to America when I finish school. I don't want to get married.
Not at all?
No,
You don't want a family and thing?
not if it means losing myself. I'm going to go.
Pa wouldn't let you.
I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to go.
Just like that.
Just like that.
You wouldn't just leave your family like that.
I could never leave Alia. I'd come and visit and thing.
But you leave your family. You leave Trinidad.
I wouldn't leave you all. Watch. When you get married, you just leave your father's house and go by your husband's, right?
Yeah.
That is you leaving your family then, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but...
Why is it different then? Whether I leave here to go to a man's house or leave here to go to America. Either way, I leave in.
I guess, but America is a completely different country.
It's not like I leave in today, SAVITRI.
It's the fact that she wants to leave, that's all.
What else is there for me here? Besides marriage and children.
That isn't true.
There's nothing, SAVITRI. Look around you. The nothingness of this country is in everything. It's in the fabric of your clothes. It's in the food that mothers make. It's in the dust from the road. The fruits and vegetables in the market. It's in the water, the air, the...
What are you talking about?
There is nothing for me here, SAVITRI. I know that. I know what I want. What do you really want?
We aren't supposed to want anything.
That isn't true.
It is, you're young, you're just saying.
My age has nothing to do with it.
You have all these
I am
dreams.
not dreaming. What I'm saying is as real as everything else.
It's that music you bring home from you.
No, it's not.
It puts all these fantasies in your head.
You're allowed to want things outside this yard, SAVITRI. And you're allowed to get them too. What do you want? If you could have your life be anything, what would you want it to be?
My own house, my own yard and thing. A gallery with a nice view, neighbors, a garden somewhere, children, my own children.
Not LAAL?
You'd be happy with any girl.
I don't care what would make you happy. What would make you happy? Would he?
Yeah, you just make me laugh and sing.
Is that it? Plenty of boy can make you laugh, you know.
He's familiar, RUKMAN. He would make me happy because he's known me my whole life. And he cares about all of us, not just me.
Because he does bring me hop spread and mangoes and...
Because he is considered weak. He has respect for mom and pa.
And if Pa makes you marry someone else?
LAAL wouldn't let that happen. I'm going to talk to him.
Well, all right.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do.
So, you done crying and thing?
Yeah. You really want to go to America?
Yeah. But it's a secret. Don't tell Ma or anybody, please.
I won't.
Lakshman sits on a mat with a metal bowl with a mango, pepper, and other fruits in it for making chow. She begins cutting up fruit.
What you making there?
Chow.
Oh. It's been real long since you last made that.
I made some the other day.
We was up in Karu, and the peppers was real hot, and the mango was sweet.
That was a long time.
That was the other day.
That was...
And everything about it was perfect. The salt, the pepper, the mango was real ripe and nice. Everything.
I don't remember.
You know, Ali's daughter just passed away.
Your dad in the temple the other day.
He was telling them boys at the bar the other night. Some bandit come in his house to rob he, and they ended up killing she in the night.
The bandit.
That's what he said.
I feel real bad for she, the mother. Champa say she sees she in the market crying and ting. I go and bring she some food or something. Or have her come over for tea. It's the least I can do.
Ali was crying and thing in the bar. Everyone wanted to buy he a drink. He got so drunk he fall down from the bar and couldn't get up. He just kept crying and thing on the floor. Then boys in the bar had to carry him home.
It's a terrible thing, to lose a child. I just pray every day that we never come to know that kind of pain.
Things aren't the same in the village. Not like how they used to be, boy. People are dropping like flies in the village now.
And children too.
It's like people forgot that people is people too. The people that they does kill have a family and things too.
They don't forget. They don't care.
They selfish is what they is.
They think they are fighting for their own cause.
What do you mean by that?
Every situation is different, right? These people think killing someone that somehow did them wrong will bring them peace or something, or whatever they think they've lost.
I think people is just crazy.
All the people killing and dying in the village, all them crazy?
Yeah.
I think they just heartbroken.
All the people killing and dying in the village. All them heartbroken.
Yeah.
Scene 7, last chance. SAVITRI is swinging on the hammock alone.
LAAL enters the yard. Billy told me you want me to check you.
Daddy is looking for a boy for me.
Oh,
Mommy asked about you, and he said he didn't like you.
he don't like me.
He said not for me.
He don't like me for you.
That is what he said.
But why?
He said he don't like the way you just move. That he just hear you just be minding out of gals on the road and doesn't want a man that doesn't do them things for me.
It ain't true.
I tried to tell you that. He don't want to hear. He don't make up your mind.
So that's just it then.
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
I don't know if I can go through with it.
It's not like you have a choice, gal. Your father make up your mind like you said.
And you're just going to let him. You're just going to let him be with someone else now. After all this begging and asking him.
Well, you're the one who kept saying no. What do you want me to do?
I don't know that. What do you want to do?
You're acting like this is my problem, gal. It's you, father, who don't like me and don't want me to get anything.
All of a sudden, you're acting like you never wanted to be with me in the first place.
That's not true. You know that ain't true, Savi.
So what? When you could just have me, you wanted me, and now that you can't, you don't?
No, gal, but I just a man, you know. And your father,
And he just a man too?
Savi, I just...
He was right about you.
Hey, what are you saying, gal?
He was right. You're not even going to try to fight for me.
Savi, I don't know how to. I really respect he. I've always looked up to him. My whole life I would see he walking with you on road. I remember when...
Don't act like you don't know my father just because you watch him in the road and things in all these years.
What I'm saying is if you don't want me with you, then maybe he's right. Maybe I'm not worth you.
What does that mean, Lal? So it's just it then. 1 year of us gone by because of my father.
We ain't in the movies, you know, Savi.
You rather just accept what he say about you even though it's not true. Just because he thinks does it become fact.
If he thinks it may as well be true.
He isn't God, Lal. I think you're lying.
About what?
I think you have been minding other gals. And you're trying to put my father into this to cover yourself up.
When have I ever given you reason to think that?
Right now, when it matters, Lal.
I wanted to marry you for a year already, Savi.
So why you now giving up?
You didn't want me before. You're the one who kept saying no to me before, Savi. And now that you have no choice, you want me to fight for you? Don't act like the only reason you wouldn't marry me was school, okay?
What is that supposed to mean?
It's like this whole time you didn't even like me at all. I was minding you and it's like that's all you like, the attention.
That isn't true, Lal.
That's all your gal want, just bloody attention.
Lal, I have known you my whole life. How could I not love you? You have always been more than just a boy who's been minding me. How could you not know that? Boy, I know you've been minding me my whole life, not just this past. You just look after my sisters and my mothers and my father. You just consider me. You always have. Some of your own family don't even do that. You just go and find the best members in the village and bring me them in place of your own heart, and you think I don't notice. How could I not love you?
Why you didn't want me all this time then?
Because despite all that, Lal, you're still a man. And a man is drink and lime and lie.
Well, you're going to end up with a man eventually, no? Why not have it be one you love?
Because to be hurt by one that you love would be worse than by somebody you don't love. Scene 8. What the night took.
Toss the drums. It's late at night. The lighting is very low. Lightning crashes and thunder follows, threatening the mood. The music gets quieter, sinking into the background.
Ramesh stumbles on stage drunk. He goes into the house and falls half onto a couch, half onto the floor. He stays there.
Another flash of lightning and thunder.
RUKMAN wakes up suddenly, startled by the thunder. She looks around her room. Her sisters are asleep beside her. She looks at the rain from sitting up in bed. Then she goes to the window and watches the rain from there for a beat. RUKMAN sticks her hand out the window and feels the rain. RUKMAN looks to her sisters, who are sound asleep. She quietly leaves her room and goes to the front yard. She stands center stage in the rain, taking it in, every drop.
A shadow of an older man appears in the dark.
RUKMAN doesn't notice. She closes her eyes and is still, as if she is being baptized.
The shadow breathes heavily.
There is a eerie
stillness.
Roshni wakes up and notices RUKMAN is gone. She looks around the room, then gets up and sees her out the window. As she goes to speak her sister's name,
The shadow from his spot yells out and charges at her in one swift motion.
RUKMAN screams.
He has a machete and swings it once he reaches her, decapitating her.
The
scream wakes up.
Savitri, who goes over to Roshni and clamps her hand over her mouth in fear. She tries to calm her and looks outside herself. A light travels through the house.
As Lakshman is walking to the front yard hurriedly with a torchlight. Lakshman comes into the front yard and sees RUKMAN's body and head separated from each other. She lets out a deafening scream. That wakes
Ramesh.
Lakshman falls to her knees, screaming silently.
Ramesh runs out of the house, and once he sees RUKMAN's dismembered body, he instantly goes to her and holds her body. He, in a panic, finds her head and puts it back together with her body.
Lakshman goes inside and returns with a cup of water. She carefully pours it into RUKMAN's mouth. It spills out of her lips. Lakshman closes her mouth frantically, trying to get her daughter to wake up.
Savitri pulls Roshni onto their bed, hands still clasped over her mouth.
the two sisters cry silently. The
Lights
lights
slowly fade on the scene. End of Act 1.
Scene 1. Law gets hitched. Saturday morning.
Ramesh is in his hammock.
And Lakshman is sitting on the mat. They are eating breakfast.
Savitri.
And Roshni are asleep.
LAAL enters the yard. Morning.
Morning.
How are you today?
We okay? How you going?
Savitri wakes up and hears his voice.
Okay.
Ramesh, look who come.
I hear you. Ramesh gets up and goes into the house.
Don't mind he. You want something to eat? I could have Savitri come in.
Savitri is listening from her room.
Lakshman goes to get up.
I just come to drop something.
Oh no, come. I just made some tomato choka and...
No, auntie, I can't. I just came to invite Alia to my wedding. I get married next month. He hands Lakshman an invitation.
She slowly looks it over. Oh. Well, congratulations, son. Who's the lucky gal?
Sunita Ramshan.
The girl who does live on Karmat Street?
Yeah.
She nice. She family nice.
Yeah, Ma and Pa real like she and thing.
Oh,
I really should go, auntie, but Alia come for the wedding now.
you'll still be grieving for RUKMAN on these days.
Oh,
Congratulations, dear son.
thank you, auntie.
Just go now. I don't want to hold you back. Go on.
He slowly leaves the yard.
Lakshman sits down in the hammock with the invitation in her hands.
Savitri gets up and comes to sit outside with Lakshman on a mat. Morning, Ma.
Morning. LAAL,
I know.
you know,
Everybody knows.
came to invite me. I told him we'd still be grieving for RUKMAN and...
He gets you pregnant.
What?
Sunita is going to school with me. And now she doesn't, and they're getting married next month. I know everything. Everyone knows everything, Mom. Savitri starts to cry. Pa was right about how he doesn't mind gallanting.
How could he...
Because he's a man, Mom. All man does do is lie and hone and nothing else.
We can find someone else for you. Someone decent and...
Find anyone else, I don't care. Man all the same anyway. If I have to marry one, what difference does it make who it is? And make sure he ain't from El Dorado. Savitri goes inside.
Lakshman goes into the gallery where Ramesh is sitting, drying her eyes. She gives Ramesh the invitation.
He looks it over. I know about this already.
Everyone know about this already.
Them boys in the bar were talking about how he been studying them girl from Comet Street and she get pregnant and he parents want he to marry she now.
He invited me to go.
We can't go, we still grieving.
I tell you that already.
I tell all you about he already. All you ain't listening to me and why.
Just find someone for Savitri, please. Lakshman walks outside of the gallery. Scene 2, Letters to RUKMAN. Lakshman sits in the hammock, swinging alone at twilight.
Savitri is sitting in her room alone writing.
Roshni is sitting on the floor in the gallery playing with the doll. Lightly, a Hanif Muhammad song plays. miss you a lot.
You read about everything. How did you know so much? Where did you find out about so much?
Father does mind other women.
I'm getting married to somebody else.
He had been all my life and all of yours, and
Mommy and Savitri are sad all the time now.
I wish you were here. And I am so sorry.
You died for Pa's sins. Don't think you died for nothing.
Dancing in the rain, I saw you.
I am sorry.
I saw him kill you. I saw you die.
I wouldn't let us scream.
I wish we could have saved you. If only we knew what was going on.
You died for Pa's sins. Now he just feels nothing at all.
I keep having nightmares about it.
His food is flavorless. His hands feel nothing anymore.
If Ramesh wasn't passed out drunk when he came home.
You died for every gal in this country and every gal in the world who pays for their father's mistakes.
I am so sorry, RUKMAN.
They all stop and are in their own worlds.
Scene 3. Morning of Savitri's wedding. It is early and the house is silent and somber. LAKSHMAN is sitting on a mat in the front of the house working on some alterations to some Indian wear. Today is also the day of Savitri's wedding. Birds wake up and are heard. The sun is rising once again. LAKSHMAN works wrapped in her own solitude. After a beat,
Savitri joins her outside. Her hands and feet are covered in mehendi. Morning, Mommy.
morning.
She sits in her father's hammock, watching her mother. I leave in today.
I know.
I could come back to visit Auntie.
I could come by you and your house. It's your own house you go into now. Father was right about that boy. Shameless. Wicked.
Savitri just stares ahead, not saying anything.
How could he spend years bringing me things and promising you a life and just go and get a girl pregnant like that? Your child was born, 3 months ago.
Ma, do you love Pa?
LAKSHMAN focuses in on one particular spot in the fabric. I do.
How?
How you mean how?
What is your marriage to he?
I don't know what you're asking me.
Are you happy?
Yes, I had you and RUKMAN and ROSHNI. Why wouldn't I be happy?
You're not happy about anything, Pa.
Listen, I know you're nervous and ting. You will be fine. You will be happy. Your new family is decent and your new husband is decent. You have a nice life in the South.
I know, Ma, but...
There's nothing else to it, girl. He nice, he decent, and that is all you have to be concerned with.
You knew about Pa and the lady from...
Yes, I know. I have known. I know about she, and I know about the lady in Central, and I know about...
There were others? And that mean anything to you?
It means everything to me. Everything. But what should I do? He not happy with me then? She catches a sob in her throat and holds it there. She swallows it. Come, let's not talk about these things today. Your husband won't be the same. He's a good man. He come from a good family. Don't be nervous, Ntingyo. You're making me nervous.
I could come visit you on ROSHNI sometime.
We could come to you too. Might be better that way anyway. Go, wake up ROSHNI. I need she help with some things and then we have to get ready. And I put water up for tea. We could have a last cup together.
Savitri retreats, but looks back at her mother one last time before entering the house. Tassa music starts to play loudly. Scene 3.5, Bleached Coral. Savitri is surrounded by a black stage. Marriage makes me feel like a head of bleached corals rooted deep at the bottom of a shallow ocean, miles from shore and silent, stuck in one place, dead, but unable to move on to become something else. It's quiet and still, it's eerie and bottomless. I didn't go back to El Dorado much. Ma and ROSHNI would travel to see me when they could. She'd come often when I first went away, and then less and less as time went on. I went to live outside of Princestown, on a silent street with neighbors that don't say much, just smile and go home. The women hang laundry and mind children, and the men are farmers that come home covered in mud and a good day's work. My front yard looks just like ours in El Dorado. I sit and do my work, just like Mom. We go to temple on the weekends. The women there like me a lot. I'm all shiny and new to them, my husband too, and his parents, but they don't know how faded I actually feel. But it won't always be this way. My husband brings me a mango every day from the fields he works in, a mango in place of his heart because he's working up the courage to be able to give me both. I realize that we both are afraid, men and women, husbands and wives, of each other and for each other, all the time, every day. We both go through life gaining and losing, and losing and losing and losing, until we barely have ourselves left at all.
Scene 4. Roshni grows up. A few years later,
Lakshman sits in the gallery alone.
Roshni is 18 and comes out of the house. Ma, I going out.
Where you going?
I going with Anita and them over the road.
Over the road?
Yeah.
Where over the road?
Ma, where you think I going, eh?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
We going over the road, so.
Gail, if you don't tell me where all you're going.
We going to the savannah to watch some boys play a match.
Them boys.
Ma, they just them boys from the temple. They playing a match and we just going to watch.
You minding boys and ting now?
Ma, it ain't like that.
I know how it does be. Don't give me that.
Roshni walks out the yard.
Watch your father find out.
Ramesh walks in the yard. Find out what?
Lakshman is a bit startled. Is she going over the road to watch them boys from the temple play cricket?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
He joins her in the gallery. Why he does act like I don't want she around boy and thing?
You want she around him?
I'm not saying that. I just saying she young and thing.
Yes, exactly, Ramesh.
Let me go on holidays.
Holidays?
Yeah.
Where? Why?
Why not? We never have been before.
Ramesh, we don't have money to do that.
How do you know what money we have?
You mean how I know what money you have?
I want to take all you away for a trip.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why now? Why after all these years you want to carry me somewhere?
I don't know. I can't just want to take my family on holidays.
Well, anywhere you want to take us, we'll go.
You've always been this suspicious of people? Or you just getting old?
I haven't changed.
You saying I have?
You tell me.
You sounded like you wanted to fight or something, girl.
Ramesh, in all these years we've been married, you never wanted to go nowhere. All of a sudden, you're talking to Roshni and things more, you're coming home early, you're not going out as much. And now you want to go on holidays?
I can't want to spend time with my family?
At what point did you remember we was your family?
What the hell is that supposed to mean, Lakshman?
All these years, Ramesh, you don't talk to we. You come into house and leave again every day and night, and come back when you want. And I don't say nothing, because it's your house, and everyone does know where you go and ting too. All yeah men think you're slick, and you're not. You go out and mind other people's wife and ting, and come home when you want, and I just stay up in this house waiting for you. Watch how many years gone, and I still waiting for you, Ramesh.
You waiting for me to what?
I don't know. Remember that I is your wife? Remember your promise when we got married, and your promise before?
I don't know what you want from me, Lakshman.
I don't know either. Actually, I do. I wanted you to love our daughters.
Of course I
I
would.
wanted you to come home every night, always.
Lakshman.
I wanted you to help me create a life for our daughters. One that they could grow up and know what being happy feels like.
How am I supposed to know how to teach them that?
How am I?
You acting like I walked out all year. I've been here this whole time and...
When you're here, you're somewhere else. And when you're somewhere else, you're with someone else. And I don't know that man at all.
You acting like I never loved you, Lakshman.
I could say the same thing to you.
When you become so bloody hardened, huh?
I could say the same thing to you, Ramesh. When we got married, you said you wouldn't be minding other gals anymore. Here now. For years I've been pretending not to know what people talking about. Pretending not to know what was right in front of my own eyes. In my own bloody yard, Ramesh. We sure know about everything, and they find out from other people. Like you don't feel shame at all, still going out and minding?
I stopped doing all those things a long time now, okay? I was young.
You was young the other day, too, because...
Lakshman.
Lakshman starts to cry. The man who come and kill RUKMAN that night was looking for you, you know.
What?
That man was the husband of the sorrel lady in the market. And he come looking for you because he know you been with your wife. He watched you come home and came in the yard and because he see a shadow and thought it was you. But it was RUKMAN. And he kill she. He killed my child because of you, Ramesh. Lakshman sobs uncontrollably.
Ramesh stands there stoic. She was my child too.
And she died for your sins. She died for your...
It was a mistake, Ramesh.
A mistake? A mistake? How? A mistake is something you learn from and never do again. You go never learn.
Lakshman, I'm sorry.
I done give up on you long time, you know.
You never gave me a chance in the first place.
What is that supposed to mean?
All these years we've been married, you never let me try and make you happy. You just expect me to be out minding other people's wives and drinking anything. Even when I wasn't at first. You just figured I was, and you just sit in the house whole day upset because you think you need to be. When we marry, I did love you, Lakshman.
And how about now?
I recognize we are we now.
Scene 5, Daddy-daughter line. That night, Roshni comes in the yard and tries not to make a sound.
Ramesh is sitting in the gallery with a cup of tea. Roshni,
She stops. She comes into the gallery. Hi, Pa.
where were you?
At a match in the savannah.
Who won?
Robbie Boy's team.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. She sits down beside him and they
They
stare off into the distance together. The bar closed tonight or something?
No. You hear from Savi lately?
Yeah, she called the other day. You weren't home.
How is she?
She did. She said she liked the house and she mother-in-law real scary and thing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
She says she want to come home?
No.
Oh. So is there any boy you like in the village these days?
No, Pa.
Not one of them boys who does play cricket?
No. I never want to get married, Pa.
What? Why?
Because it has just seemed to make everyone unhappy and thing.
Oh.
Pa,
Hmm?
I'm real good at maths, you know.
Your mother told me that.
I want to study maths in the States.
In the States.
Yeah.
How you gonna manage that?
I know somehow. I applied for a student visa.
When?
The other day, I just wanted to see if I could get it, if I qualified.
Ramesh.
He doesn't respond. He's thinking.
Ramesh, tell her she can't go.
I have to. In America?
Don't tell me nothing about America. You are staying in this house until your father finds someone for you to marry, and that is...
You have a place to stay in America?
Yes, but I'm Rita's cousin in an apartment in New York.
You study maths?
Yes.
How long will you be gone?
I don't think I'm coming back, Pa.
What the...
Ramesh stops Lakshman before she can finish. He considers this for a moment. You have money?
Yes, Pa.
Ramesh takes out money from his pockets and gives it to her. Exchange it when you reach. What time is your flight?
Roshni checks her flight information at the time. 9 o'clock. We'll be reaching around 3 o'clock.
Ramesh checks the time. You should get going then.
Lakshman is stunned and beginning to cry.
Ramesh gets up and hugs and kisses his daughter goodbye.
Roshni also starts to tear up.
You just going and...
Yes, tells she goodbye.
Lakshman bursts into tears and hugs her daughter.
She bright and she have a chance in America. She might as well go and try she luck. Send me a letter or something.
Of course, I will write as often as I can.
Keep good, girl, okay?
Yes, Pa. Goodbye. I will come home again to visit once I can. I'm settled and...
Alright. Safe travels. He hugs her once more before retreating onto the gallery where he remains.
Why you didn't tell us before you wanted to go America?
I know you would have stopped me, Ma, and you would be upset.
Ramesh, you really gonna let my last child leave me?
I'm not leaving you, Ma.
Yes, you are. You're leaving and going and you're not coming back.
Ma, I will always come back to you, I promise. But I have to go now. A car horn is heard. Roshni,
And Lakshman
embrace
embrace
once
one more.
Goodbye, Ma. Roshni quickly leaves the yard and walks into the audience with her luggage.
Lakshman drops to her knees and sobs as the lights fade.
End
End
of
of
play.
play.
Bye.